Hey, greetings, everyone. It's Jeff Cohen with C-Level Roundtable, and I'm here with Rob Garry of SensLynx. Rob's company focuses on managing and monitoring environments. And today we're going to talk about a cannabis environment that includes things like greenhouses and indoor spaces and even potentially outdoor. So Rob, why don't you come in and share with us a little bit about what the company does and what our topic is today?
Sure, Jeff. Yeah, what SensLynx does is we help build complete solutions for company to monitor many types of different situations. And what it does, it allows them to run their business on a regular basis without having to go and do a lot of manual reports to meet government regulations. So we create situations like for housekeepers in hotels where there's laws that you have to protect the housekeepers. We'll put in a whole system and it'll automatically consistently monitor the housekeepers. And if anything goes wrong, they get help. Monitor refrigeration levels, temperature levels for commercial refrigeration systems. So you don't have to go and have an employee constantly filling out a chart. All that's done for you. And at the same time, lets you know when something is not correct so you can instantly correct it instead of finding out later after a disaster's happened. So we bundle the whole package together and then we support it.
Great. And we were talking about the cannabis industry earlier. To bring everyone up to speed, some funding in California has passed, $100 million, that's focused on helping growers to move from being provisional licensees to fully licensed. Rob, do you want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, I do. Well, one thing I want to add is there's probably about 15,000 growers across the country that at least have a provisional license, so they're operating legally. The majority of those come from Nevada, California, and Oklahoma. So what you're saying about California is very true. And what it is they're hiring people within the government to help make these full licenses, move them from provisional to full licenses. So they're totally operating legally with no dark cloud hanging over their head. And what we found about the growers is they're coming from a space where they had no government intervention. So to many of these folks and many of these companies, it's an art to them. It's the way the soil feels, the way the plants look, and it's an artistic endeavor. What they need to do to be able to be blessed by the government is move it towards a scientific endeavor, right? And what we're able to do with our solutions is we're able to automate the whole process, and it helps make sure that they're within, they're meeting the guidelines so they can keep their license and be in good standing with the government.
Got it. So, what I hear you saying is to really operate like a business, and there are a lot of investors in this field today, and have the investor see a return on their investment is to maximize the yield of crop they have with not just the yield, but a quality crop, right? And to do that, they're going to find and fine tune in their environment what that is. And then they're going to be setting the parameters for how much moisture there should be, how much humidity there should be, what the temperature would look like. When they cover the canopy so that they're depriving the plants of light, like what's that environment supposed to look like so that the plants can flower and they're able to have readily consistent harvests every 2 or 3 months, right? So I totally get, Rob, like what your systems do, give them the ability of putting monitoring solutions in that no matter how many locations they have or how many greenhouses they have, they're able to sit at a console and see and be alerted when something's off. Is that accurate?
Yeah. What we want to do is create a repeatable and scalable process so that it's once you put it in place, it continues on, and you don't have to worry about it. So like you mentioned, many of the things that are monitored within a greenhouse that we actually do, like we monitor the CO2 levels, the soil moisture, the lights, the water going on and off, even the door open and close can impact the quality of the cannabis, right? So you want to get it down to where you're keeping everything at the proper levels on an ongoing basis. And that's what our solutions do that for the people in the cannabis industry.
Awesome. So Rob, if someone wanted to learn more, what would you recommend?
Recommend they reach out to us, and we can share a lot of information, a lot of data, and we can put together potential solutions for them too.
Awesome. So you'll see Rob's contact information at the bottom of our screen. Please reach out to him. If you have any questions, you can also go to the SensLynx website. They have some good introductory information for you, as well as some information they can send you specifically related to the cannabis industry. Rob, I want to thank you for joining us today and sharing that great news.
Thanks, Jeff. Always a pleasure. Have a great day.
You too.